57, and it is more of a blessing because after I was done being a mother's helper in Maryland for a month and a half and New York City for a month, then I got to head up directly out to Canada, Ontario. I'm kind of close to the Ottawa border there by Quebec. My mom worked for a few years and lived in Quebec anyway. Not anyway, right by the border there. Part of Ottawa is on the Ontario side, and the other half is on the Quebec French speaking. So anyway, she worked on the French speaking side. She's very fluent in French. Anyway, so my mom was kind of different, and I just didn't realize it so much until I went up to Canada that summer, and I was so blessed to spend a month with Grandma and Grandpa Bennett, and oh my, just such delightful people. And we had the blessing of having her visit here and there, but never my grandpa, which was really sad for him that his 3 daughters moved out of his 5 kids, 2 boys, 3 daughters, and they all moved back west. Oh my! Anyway, and they married Americans. Well, that's not true. My Auntie Pearl, she married a Canadian too, Canadian American. So anyway, I had so much fun with them, and it was so special. I had this blessing to get to know them better. My grandpa was so amazing. Every day, come rain, shine, snow, or 50 below, he would be out there walking, but he would have the most beautiful, lovely garden, and then he had this cellar where he'd keep all of his garden things during the winter, and eat on them all winter long. And then he loved classical music. He had classical music going many a time, and I had a chance too to meet my Auntie May, and I was so blessed because I'm named after her, Nola May, M-A-E, and so that was a blessing to be with her. And she was actually deaf, and when she was younger, she got to play the player piano during the silent movies, and during the kissing scene, they had to cover her eyes so that she couldn't see anybody kiss. Somebody had to cover her eyes. So anyway, she was such a delightful person, and it made me appreciate my name more. Anyway, and my gram, she had certain things that were so delicious, but I realized, my grandpa's 100%. Anyway, his parents were Irish. He wasn't from Ireland, but anyway, but he played the Irish fiddle, and Grandma played the violin, classical, and she was brought up by a preacher, Grandma and Grandpa Wellerman, and great Grandma. Anyway, and Grandpa with his Irish fiddle talked her into playing the violin with him, and he would do Irish fiddle, and talked her into doing some of the dance bands and the Irish fiddle, bands. Anyway, so that was another reason, and that was really special. But although the preacher dad, her preacher dad, kind of got upset with the dance bands and things like that. Anyway, and what else? There's definitely so. I just learned after being with them. I learned more why my mom was the way that she was. She had a different personality than some of the moms, and she was always so, so easy. She loved talking, and she loved people person, and I think it was Irish, so it was really coming out. Although, anyway, and so I just wanted to, and I've got her in this 5 minutes. Why am I always 5 minutes? So I have to speed up things. Okay, love everybody. Be thankful for your grandparents.